Let me ask you something. Be honest. Have you ever taken a loss, felt that tight feeling in your chest, and before the candle even closed, you were already clicking back in? Not because the setup was there, not because your plan said so, but because you needed to make that money back. And maybe you told yourself, I'm just re-entering. I know the market. It's still valid. But deep down, you knew what it was. Revenge trading. And here's the part nobody talks about. Revenge trading doesn't feel reckless when you're doing it. It feels urgent. It feels logical. It feels like fixing a mistake. Until 5 trades later, your account is bleeding, and you're staring at the screen wondering how it spiraled so fast. Today, I'm going to show you why a simple 30-minute break after a loss can permanently change your trading behavior. Not because it's a rule, but because it works with your brain instead of against it. And if you've been stuck in this cycle for months or years, this video might be the most important thing you hear all week. Why revenge trading is so hard to stop. Let's clear something up first. Revenge trading is not a discipline problem. It's not because you're weak, and it's definitely not because you don't want it bad enough. Revenge trading is a nervous system response. When you take a loss, your brain doesn't register it as a business expense. It registers it as a threat. Loss equals danger. Danger equals urgency. Urgency shuts down logic. At that moment, your brain shifts control away from the rational planning part of your mind and hands the wheel to the emotional survival system. That's why after a loss, your rules feel optional. Your risk tolerance magically increases, your patience disappears, and just one more trade feels reasonable. You are not trading the market anymore. You were trading your emotional state. And here's the dangerous part. The market rewards speed sometimes, so your brain learns the wrong lesson. It learns act fast after pain. That's how revenge trading becomes automatic.
The real reason you keep breaking rules after losses. Most traders think their problem is after the loss. It's not. The real problem is what you do immediately after the emotional spike. Because emotions don't fade on their own. They need time. When you take a loss, your body releases stress hormones, adrenaline, cortisol. These chemicals don't disappear just because you decide to be disciplined. They need to metabolize. That takes time. And if you trade while those chemicals are still active, you are physically incapable of calm decision-making. That's why telling yourself, just follow the plan, never works in that moment. You're asking a flooded system to act like it's dry. It won't. This is where the 30-minute break comes in. The 30-minute break is not about punishment. It's not about forcing discipline. It's about interrupting the emotional feedback loop. Here's what happens when you don't take a break. Loss, emotional spike, impulsive trade, more emotion, bigger mistakes. Now here's what happens when you do. Loss, emotional spike, enforced pause, emotional settling, choice returns. That pause is everything. 30 minutes is long enough for stress hormones to drop, emotional urgency to soften, perspective to return. But short enough that you don't miss the entire session, you don't feel like you're giving up, you don't resent the rule. It's the sweet spot. Quick pause right here. If this is already clicking for you, if you felt this cycle before, take 1 second and hit the like button. It helps this reach traders who are stuck exactly where you've been. And if you want more content on trading psychology, discipline, and real execution, not hype, subscribe now. All right, let's keep going. Why 5 minutes isn't enough? A lot of traders say, I'll just step away for 5 minutes. That's not a break. That's a delay. 5 minutes doesn't change your emotional state. It just builds tension. You're still thinking about the loss, still watching the chart, still emotionally invested. That's like trying to calm down while staring at what upset you. 30 minutes creates distance. Distance is what resets objectivity. If you're still itching to get back in after 30 minutes, that's information. It means you're not ready yet. What you should actually do during the 30 minutes. This part matters more than people realize. A break doesn't work if you just sit there staring at your P&L. Here's what works. Stand up. Physically leave the trading screen. Change your environment. Walk, stretch, get water. Do anything that shifts your body state, because emotions live in the body, not the charts. If you want, do this simple reset. Slow inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 2. Slow exhale for 6. Repeat that 5 times. You're telling your nervous system, we're not in danger. That's when clarity starts to return. The moment you come back, ask this one question, 16 to 18:30. When the 30 minutes are over, don't jump back in. Ask yourself this: if this were my first trade of the day, would I still take it? If the answer is no, you're not seeing the setup. You're seeing the emotion. That question cuts through ego instantly, because good trades don't need emotional justification. They just exist. Why this works long term. Here's the hidden benefit nobody talks about. When you consistently take a 30-minute break after losses, your brain relearns something powerful. Loss does not require immediate action. That's huge. You're rewiring the association between pain and urgency. Over time, losses feel less personal. Emotions recover faster. You stop fearing red trades. You trade more like a professional, not because you're numb, but because you're stable. This is how consistency is built, not through motivation, through regulation. What if you're worried about missing opportunities? This is the objection everyone has. What if the move happens without me? Here's the truth. If your edge only works when you're emotionally compromised, it's not an edge. The market will always offer another opportunity, but your capital and your confidence won't survive constant emotional damage. Missing a trade hurts once. Revenge trading hurts for months. Choose wisely. Final thought. This isn't about trading less. It's about trading cleaner. The 30-minute break doesn't make you passive. It makes you intentional. And intention is what separates professionals from emotional participants. If you've been stuck, it's not because you don't know enough. It's because you've been trading while emotionally hijacked. This one habit can change that. If this resonated with you, if you recognized yourself in this, do 2 things right now. First, like the video so YouTube knows this matters. Second, subscribe if you want more content that actually helps you trade better, not just trade more. And next time you take a loss, don't fight it. Step away. Take the 30 minutes. Let the emotion pass. Your future self and your account will thank you.